Hello, my name is Diandra Azahra Devanya Kuspi, and this is my reading report video for my fifth assignment in sociolinguistic class. It is about linguistic imperialism. So let's break it down. So about linguistic imperialism, it is about when one language is usually from a powerful country spreads and dominates over other languages. So often because of politic, economic, or cultural power. So based based on based on my understanding, so linguistic imperialism is how English has become the dominant language worldwide. So it is become a dominant language in worldwide, not just by accident, but through deliberate policies and actions that give English more status and resources than other languages. Okay, so here's the point. So in linguistic imperialism, English is promoted as the language of progress, success, and international communication. And then the governments and organizations, especially, for example, like in British Council, so they have actively pushed English in schools, media, and business, often at the expense of local languages. So this phenomena creates inequality. So people who speak English have more opportunities, right? And while the speakers of non-English who 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 just understand the other languages might be left out or feel their languages are less valuable. So the spread of English can lead to local languages are being useless, forgotten, or even disappearing over time. For example, like imagine a country where the government decides all schools must teach English, not in the local language. Over time, children might stop learning their mother tongue well. So English becomes the language for good jobs and higher education. So it is for their mindset. So English is English is better for good jobs and higher education. So, in the other hand, the local language is being less used. So, while the local language is seen as less useful, like that. So, this can make people feel like they have to give up their language and culture to succeed. So, I think linguistic imperialism is like a big tree growing so fast and wide that it blocks the small tree, like blocks the sunlight, like it is blocks the sunlight for all the smaller plants around the big tree. So Philipson warns that if we only let English grow, the smaller languages, the local ones, might go away, might might disappear. So he calls on us to protect and evaluate all languages, not just the biggest, not just the biggest and most powerful one. So, example of linguistic imperialism, we can see it like, so we can see in our country, Indonesia. So, like that, we use a word download instead of mengunduh. So, there's some like example like that, we can see like it is about global spread of English through media and the internet, right? So the dominance of English on the internet, media, movies, music, and etc. means that people around the world often feel pressure to learn and use English, sometimes at the expense of their own languages. For example, like I said before, so in Indonesia, we sometimes prefer using English for terms like download instead of mengunduh because 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 here's the point. English is more seen as the modern and prestigious, like that. So that's all from me. Thank you.